Two Americans, a journalist, Nicholas Stroh, and a sociology lecturer, Robert Seidel, were investigating some of the early political killings and decided to go to Mbara Army Barracks. They were told by many not to go. It's too dangerous. But they were Americans. And because we Americans are brought up through our entire history that we can do what we want and not be stopped because it's our right. Yes, Dan saluting. You can hear the national anthem playing behind. They decided to go. They decided to go anyways. They were, of course, murdered almost immediately.
Oh, naturally.
Yes.
I'm going to have to change my background photo now to my American photo thing that I have.
Just a waving American flag.
No, you'll see it.
Okay, I can't wait to see it.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you so I can save it. Anyway, sorry. Please
For
continue.
all of our Patreon listeners or watchers, see this. You'll be able to see Dan's new.
Yeah, once I finally find the photo. Don't worry, I'll find it. I'll set it up.
Okay.
Eventually. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Okay. So the American government launched an investigation and made it known to all that Amin's regime were the ones that murdered the men, setting a precedent of no trust in the dictator by other countries. So with England and Israel not wanting to help Amin... Sorry, I lost my place. So with England and Israel not wanting to help, Amin looked elsewhere, namely a one Colonel Muammar al-Gaddafi, the ruler of Libya. And if anybody knows anything about world history, might be going, oh no. Of course, in order to get Gaddafi's help, Amin would, oh yes, America. Fuck
it's
yeah.
really poor quality though.
That's all right. So some of America.
You can't see the picture of me, huh? America.
So for those of you who can't see, it's an eagle carrying an American flag. However, this dashing eagle has your friend and mine, Dan's face.
Yeah, that's not all. You can't see the rest of it. I'm also shooting an assault rifle down at the ground. You just can't see it. I can't get it to fill this thing correctly. So I sent it to you on Facebook though. I'm sure we can put it on a T-shirt or something.
I see how I will put this on Instagram. America, let freedom ring.
I don't know how to resize it for the virtual background. That was the only problem.
That's fucking great.
Probably get sued by some guy who owns the rights to that picture or something.
Yeah,
like that,
fuck him.
I don't care.
No.
It's your fault for putting it out there for me to use, pal.
So in order to get Gaddafi's help, Amin would have to tell him that about 70% of Uganda... Oh, well, no. Now you're sideways. There it is.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Amin would have to tell him that about 70% of Uganda was Muslim, when only about 6% were. So, more lies. But Gaddafi was convinced and decided to bring Uganda into the Organization of Islamic States. Amin promised to place limits on the religious freedoms of Christians in return for weapons. This is also when we see his hate for Jews come out. Of course they do, because every dictator obviously has to hate the Jews. He even goes as far as praising Hitler for his actions during World War II and the Holocaust, saying that killing 6 million Jews was a good idea.
Even those Jewish dictators don't like the Jews.
Apparently. Yeah, it's weird. So Amin soon took aim at those who would oppose him, specifically those in the Acholi and Longo ethnic groups, of which around 5,000 people just disappeared. It's funny how that happens. Yeah. Sometimes bodies would be found floating in the Nile. He also kicked out tens of thousands of Asian Ugandans, mostly those with Indian ancestry, leaving them to flee into Asia, or more than not, into England. England pretty much had this thing where the Indians came over from India to help build railroads and all this shit, and the English said, once Uganda's in an independent state, if you're living there, you have British citizenship now whenever you want it. So if you want to move to Britain, you can, hoping everybody would stay in Uganda. When he decides to kick all of them out of Uganda, a lot of them decide, we were told we can go to England, let's go. And the British are all like, oh, wait a minute. We were kind of just, talking out our ass. But they took them up on the offer.
Yeah, there's massive amount of Indian people across in the UK. They're very thankful for them now, considering I think the number one thing eaten in the UK is Indian curry. Yeah. Funny.
Yeah. That's where a lot of them came from. They actually came from Uganda. Thousands of Asian Ugandans purged into England during this time. But it didn't all go smoothly, obviously. Those that had to be forcibly exiled had almost all of their possessions taken away from them, and those that outright opposed the measure were dealt with even harsher. Chief Justice Benedicto Kiwanuka, who vocally criticized Amin and the handling of the Asian community, was arrested and just a few days later executed. Now, this wasn't just the shot to the head type deal again. His nose, ears, and lips were cut off, followed by castration, disembowelment, and then set on fire. As just
he pulled the wrong knife.
Fuck you.
That's what it was. He pulled the wrong knife every time. He needed that hard knife.
Got the basket.
Got
he pulled
the
it
lips
up
knife.
Nose.
Yeah, pulled out the willy knife.
Ears.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, balls. There you go. Yep.
Belly button. No.
It's the old Ling Chi.